Hey, what's up guys, it's Disturbed, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my crazy god roll M1A, how to get one, which talents to shoot for, and the damage that it can do if used correctly. Now before I say anything, I think we should all take a moment to bow our heads for the M1A in all of its glory. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's go over all of the talents. Now for the first talent, I have Brutal, which increases my headshot damage by 24% when using this weapon. Currently, I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but it actually makes your headshot damage go up by even more than 25%. Some guy did the math, and I don't quite remember it, but just trust me on this one. Brutal is really nice to have when using an M1A because basically you focus all your shots on the head, and having that extra damage really does make a big difference. Now, for the next talent, which is probably the main reason that this is a god roll, M1A, is I have balance. This is undoubtedly the best talent for an M1A in my opinion at least, and I would have been happy if that's all that this gun had on it. I actually crafted 30 before I got one with balance, and then it happened to be this one that I got, so I was pretty lucky. It basically makes it to where you can constantly shoot it without having to worry about recoil, making you do like almost 3 times the amount of damage. It's pretty much a must if you're searching for an M1A. And the last talent that I have, it isn't the best, but it certainly is helpful and underrated. So I have Toxic, which makes your headshots have a 14% chance to apply the blind status effect. So basically over 10% of the headshots that I do in enemies have a chance to stun them, and then make them stand in place and not shooting. So I'm free to just spray at their head and kill them pretty quickly. Again, it's not the best, but I'll definitely take it. Now, the reason that I call this a god roll is because there is a 0.18% chance of crafting an M1A with the two best talents, Brutal and Balanced. And that in of itself, I think, makes it a god roll because I'm not going to craft, 300 M1As. I think I got pretty lucky in crafting it. But Brutal and Balance are pretty much the best talents that you can get, as for the reason that I said before. But while we're on the topic of talents, a couple other good talents that I would replace Toxic with would be Deadly, Destructive, Ferocious, Fierce, Prepared, and Self-Preserved. I'm not going to get into all of them. You can look them up if you want to. But by far, Brutal and Balance are the absolute best talents you can get on an M1A. Deadly is very nice too, but I don't think it can compete with Brutal. Now, before I use this on a testing dummy to show the damage, I just want to explain that this is not my full damage. I can easily hit over 1 million headshot damage, but the target dummy doesn't take into account your, doesn't take into account your damage to elites, and I have an extra 30%, which actually does make a huge difference. So, as you can see right now, since I have a Sentry's Call 4-piece, when I hit him over 3 times, I'm getting 742k crits. It's over 1 million on guys outside of the dummy, and then as you can see right there, 860k when I use my pulse. And the reason that it hits for so much damage is because I have the 4-set bonus for wearing Sentry's Call gear, which makes it to where if I get 3 headshots in a row, it increases my damage on that target by 45% for an entire 10-second duration. And so I basically most of the time have a 45% uptime, and that's where Balance and Brutal really start to influence your damage, because if I can spray a guy 3 times in the head fast because my recoil is low due to having Balanced, and then get an extra about 50% damage with my headshots because of Brutal, and then plus the 45% damage with my Sentry's Call, and I just end up doing an insane amount of damage, plus the pulse and plus all this other stuff. The highest I've seen my headshot crit go was to about 1.4 million when I pulsed, but it can get higher if I had a reckless chest piece. But as of right now, that doesn't fit into my build. So as you can see, this gun is an absolute monster, and Brutal and Balance definitely help it out in that regard. So here I'm going to be just showing you guys proof that it can hit for over 1 million, and while being able to shoot it multiple times a second, easily makes it go over 1 million DPS. Anyways, that's all I have for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. Later, guys.